Mr. Speaker, politics is a funny game. We can be so terrible to each other in the House. I'm probably one of the worst at it, Mr. Speaker. You agree with that, did you? But then we can come together for occasions and cope up like this. And a sudden death can do that, Mr. Speaker. It makes us sort of reassess where we are, our priorities in life, where we're going. And the reality is, if we can't come together for this type of kaupapa, well, we can't come together for anything, can we? So I want to congratulate all the speakers. All the speakers, we have a bit of a disagreement with every now and again, but I think everyone's done well in terms of this kotahitanga. And these are special moments, Mr. Speaker, special moments for the House. Tarsh was a wonderful person. She was a beautiful soul. And, this is such a taumaha time. And I heard about the dancing, Mr. Speaker. I always used to challenge you to a dance, but we never ever quite got there. She was just a vivacious, beautiful person. She was a big part of our movement in South Auckland, which was the urban Māori movement. And she led Manurewa Marae and Papakura Marae, our Marae, Ngā Whare Wātea, Te Puia Marae and Māngere. And she was just an inspiration because she came from that background of working for our people, and her priorities were supporting, uplifting and empowering Māori. And as Kamau Sepuloni said, a mana wahine, just such a great example, an absolute powerhouse in terms of the Manurewa Marae. As a CEO, she was at the forefront of whānau ora, rangatahi development, Māori language development, community development, you name it, and Tasha was doing it. And before that, as I said, she was I don't know if she was quite the dancer. She sort of made out she was the dancer, but I think she was a bit like me, more the manager, Mr. Speaker. In the hip-hop world, I said, I never quite got to where you were actually in that hip-hop world, Tash. But she was directing and organising some of the best dancers this country has ever seen. Just magnificent, just magnificent. And in the area of mental health, particularly, in the area of youth suicide, she just did some fantastic work. She was such a vivacious, passionate woman. I was listening to Tama Pōtaka and that last committee we did, Tama, in terms of where Tama was fronting it, and we were giving it to Tama Pōtaka at the select committee, and she had the last kōrero, didn't she? And oh my goodness, it was very, very clear what she felt about her relation, Tama, in the national government. And Audrey Young put that in the Herald this morning. I thought that was fabulous. I thought that was fabulous because in many ways, as the Minister knows, it sort of sums up Māori politics. We just can go to war sometimes. Tama can be terrible to myself and Penny Henare, terrible. And Shane Jones, and particularly Winston Peters. We can destroy each other, Mr. Speaker. We can destroy each other. And then, you wouldn't think it was the same people. We'd be having a cup of tea and a kai out the back at the marae. It's the nature of Māori politics. And when I look at Manurewa and I look at my brother Penny over here, Penny Henare over here, who's almost been traumatised by this, Mr. Speaker. You would not have believed that a war went on in South Auckland for that Tāmaki Makaurau seat. You would not believe how tough it was, the different sides, how passionate people were, and people would have thought that they would have been enemies forever. But their whanaungatanga ties them forever and a day. And I think that's the difference between, with Māori politics. We will always be tied by our toto, by our whakapapa, and by our identity. And Penny Henare and Tarsh Kemp couldn't have been any closer. So he's shed a few tears for Tash today. We all shed a few tears for Tash. A passionate, vivacious, magnificent woman. And it's only right that we honour her today. So I thank the House. Thank you everyone for your memories of her. He wahine tō. No reire e te tuahine e kore mātou e wareware tō kaha ki te kōkiri ngā kaupapa Māori i ngā wakato. Ki te kōkiri tō tātou ahurea. E kore mātou e wareware. E te tuahine moi mai rā.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary no. The ayes have it. Ask the members to stand and join with a waiata for the late member. Well, this is where you get to show your talent, Willie. You'd start us off with Deacon.
Oh, yeah.
The House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. Tuesday, 15th of July, 2025.
Now, Arahomai whānau, I posted the wrong lyrics. That what they were singing Te Reo Māori was "How great was thou art," and I should know that coming from a Christian home. So sorry, I got the wrong lyrics. There are multiple songs called "Whakaerea Mai."
Don't worry about it, Laura.
I got the wrong one.
I take the cake for docile and decile, okay? I already won that, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is the himini, so the hymn. I should have posted the lyrics of the hymn. Okay, but everyone knows what it is now, so that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So there are two versions of that song that was sung in the house.
Mm. Yeah.
I feel sad now after that, honestly. I feel really Maui.
The interesting part it shows there was how many MPs stayed till 2 p.m. to be there.
Mm.
Like the fact, like, you know, I could have pitched, like, that's a fuller house than normally on a Thursday.
Now, I will give credit to David Seymour and Shane Jones. At least they didn't run away. That's the only credit they're getting from me.
And I think that even secretly, even though they are the way they are, how could you not have respect and care for her? How could you not see so beamingly who she was as a person and what she did, whether you are an alligator like those three or not? You just have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so true. But yeah, no, it's just it's interesting, yeah, just see all the seats there. Like in that case, both New Zealand First and ACT looked like they had all the MPs on site, along with the Greens, but I not 100%. Oh no, Marama wasn't there.
No, Marama was
with the family.
With the family.
Yeah.
Was Tanya there? Because I heard that she left New Zealand First.
Yes, but her resignation didn't happen until Friday. But I wonder if it purposely was held off because of what happened.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're about to resign and another MP dies, I'm very certain you're not going to do it on the same day.
I feel like that, but you know, people do make things about themselves these days.
Yeah, but I think that might have been one where Winston would have gone, no.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I do picture there were words of hold off a day.
Yeah, he probably would have said something like, hold off, you dickhead. Like, I feel like
Well, I mean, put it this way, Tanya hasn't even had a valedictory speech, which is a tradition if you're resigning partway through a term or you plan to leave, you tend to have valedictory speech. You know? But, you know, it's just what it is.
No, I know she's a TERF, like, as in she doesn't like trans people for whatever reason, but I'll give her respect for this one, right? She didn't make a shuttle dance out of this one. She quietly left.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll give her that.
I don't think she had a choice after what she said and did.
Yeah.
But that to herself. I mean, she got the plank out herself, put it on the side of the pirate ship, and started walking herself to the end of it before anybody else needed to push her. Okay, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's a good way of envisioning Tanya's departure.
Yeah, when they're already at the end, you don't need to push. A little light gust of wind might help, but they're already gone.
Yeah, yeah. Now, we will be covering the last debate that Takutai Tarsh Kemp was in, which is the Immigration, Fiscal Sustainability and Systems Integrity Amendment Bill. Now, normally we would start off with the Minister and take the first 6 speeches, but we're going to jump straight to Takutai for her speech, and then we'll get to the real business of critiquing.